In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an Adobe Audition project and to get started in Adobe Audition. Now, the first thing you're actually going to want to do prior to starting with Adobe Audition is you are actually going to want to make sure that you have some sort of project folder available to you. So what I'm going to do for demonstration's sake here is on my desktop, I'm going to go ahead and right click. I'm going to say New Folder, and I'm going to call this Audition Project. Now, the next step that you're going to want to do here is when you create this folder here, you're actually going to want to take any audio files that you are going to want to work with and place them inside of the Audition Project folder here. You can have multiple Adobe Audition Project folders depending on how many audio projects you're currently working on. Now, for demo's sake, I do have on Pixabay here, they now deal in music. I had actually begun to download a couple of audio files. I'm going to go ahead and download one more file just so you can see that here. So I now have 3 audio files. Now the problem is when you're gathering and finding audio files, and let me go ahead and open up my download folder here. A lot of the audio files you're going to download from the internet kind of have these crazy names, or they're just numerics and numbers. I would strongly encourage students to right click and at least rename it to whatever the name of the song was. Or you could just even do like audio 1. We could do another rename audio 2. And let's pretend here maybe this is sound effects 1. Now what I'm going to do is with this downloads folder here, I'm going to go ahead and select my audio files and place them into the Audition Project folder. That way, whenever I create the multi-track file that is going to be used to organize these audio files, they are stored and they are going to move with that audio file. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into Audition here. And the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to say File, New. I'm going to go ahead and create a multi-track session. I'm not creating an audio file because I already have audio files I want to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and create a multi-track session, and I'm going to go ahead and call this my first project. I'd like to remind everybody, note the folder location. I don't want Adobe to choose this for me. So I'm going to go ahead and browse. I'm going to go back to the desktop where I made that audition project. I'm going to double click and select that folder. And really for starting out here, the rest as far as your sample rate, your bit depth, and your master audio, you can leave as is. And I'm going to go ahead and say OK. So now to show you, if I go ahead and hop back out here and I come back to the Audition project here, you can now see what Audition has generated for me. It has made an actual project folder called My First Project, and in here now you can actually see the multi-track SESX file stored there. At this point, I'm now ready to work in Audition, and I can now begin the process of importing all of my audio files and working with them.